You're listening to the John and Heidi Show, now featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Mr. Dan Farris, and it is brought to you right now by SiouxEmpireJobs.com. New year, new career at SiouxEmpireJobs.com.
You're a game changer, John.
You guys both seem so impressed that I just get that one little thing right.
No, it's just smooth.
With no notes or nothing. I'm
It's
doing that
smooth.
freelance, just so you know.
Absolutely.
Freestyle,
Excellent.
whatever.
Let's see. Gina Davis,
Oh, I love her.
brought onto the planet to this day 64 years ago. Yeah, Beetlejuice.
She's a genius, you know.
I really liked her in League of
yeah.
Their Own as Dottie Hinson.
That might have been my favorite character for her, actually.
And it really
She's a
looked
cool-
like she
cool
could play the
character.
game,
Oh,
too.
yeah.
That movie. All right. Telly Savalas.
I love Telly Savalas.
Oh, Jack, who loves ya, baby?
The lollipop.
And one of our heroes, Wolfman Jack.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And Jack.
Robert Weston Smith.
I loved him in that movie.
Hollywood Nights?
No, well, that too, I
Hollywood
suppose.
Nights.
I don't think he was in that, but
I think you're thinking of American Graffiti.
American Graffiti.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the one where they come to the radio
That
station.
was similar to Hollywood Nights.
It was similar, yeah.
And he had popsicles and he had to give them away because the freezer was broken. What?
I could
know
use a
these things.
popsicle.
That's good stuff.
Speaking of musical type things, this day, 1978, Bee Gees' album Saturday Night Fever hits number 1.
Nice.
It would stay there for about a half a year.
Yeah, staying
which
alive,
is
man.
not easy to do. So,
I don't dislike the Bee Gees.
No, me neither.
no,
All right.
There's some disco haters out there, though.
How do you make a broken heart? How can it hang from falling down?
You okay over
Okay,
there?
that's about the best I can
Is
do.
that Aubrey Hepburn singing the Bee Gees?
Norman, you old poop. 1990, and this personal hero of mine, John McEnroe.
Oh, yeah.
Tennis player becomes the first player ever, and pretty much the last, to be completely expelled from the Australian Open.
I loved him.
Oh,
He
John,
was so fun to watch. He'd throw his racket.
I'm unglued.
Yeah.
He changed the game forever, that's
I
for
loved
sure.
him in the movie Anger Management. Is that what it was? No, it was
I don't know.
Deeds, Mr. Deeds.
Yes,
Yeah, that's the one.
yes,
He was
that
in
was
that.
fun too. And in 1908, things were just so strange way back in the day. A little thing called the Sullivan Ordinance was passed in New York City, making it illegal for women to smoke in public places.
No kidding.
That little number would be overturned and vetoed just 2 weeks later by then Mayor George McClellan. So you come a long way, baby.
Yeah.
All right, I know.
stuff.
Now, you know, and we can just move forward, which is
We will
nice.
do exactly that. It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you by SiouxEmpireJobs.com.
Do you have a credit card? Is it a pretty good one? Here's how you can tell. Take the details of your current card, the interest rates, points, and perks, and compare them for free to the available offers at bettercreditcards.com. If we can offer you a better credit card, it could save you money every month. This will literally cost you nothing, and it could help you get a better credit card. Even if you don't have a credit card right now, you can still check it out at bettercreditcards.com. Do it today. bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Time now for Ranger Dan's Critter Corner.
Well, I'm rough, tough, and ready. I'm a heck of a man. Eat my beans and weenies from a frying pan.
He's Ranger Dan.
Easy. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I loves to wrestle bears and lasso ducks, run over possums in my government truck.
He's Ranger Dan.
Easy. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I loves all the campers and the animals too. If you're picking on critters, I'm coming after you.
He's Ranger Dan.
Yes, sir. I'm Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Well, snappy salute off the Wells Dodge Brim, the Ranger Dan Camp to you too. Look at you over there, Dean, whatever. Hi there.
Ranger Dan.
Good morning to you there, you little filly, you. Hey, got another update, some pretty important, well, darn right exciting, really news on the second annual Ranger Dan Ice Hole Ball.
Yeah.
Coming up next Friday night at Catfish Bay. Things will get underway right about 11 p.m. Don't forget to cut your headlights when you pull off North Cliff. Now, my event committee has just informed me that they, in fact, have invited Iced Tea, Ice Cube, and Vanilla Ice to perform at midnight on the 29th.
Wow, that would be really cool.
That's some pretty huge news right there. Now, for whatever reason, these folks can't work it out and make an appearance, we do have a backup plan. Mogan's Heroes apparently have been contacted, and they may not have ice in their name, but from what I understand, they'll pretty much play anywhere. And they take requests, so really, all you got to do is tell them to play your favorite tunes from Ice-T, Ice Cube, or Vanilla Ice, and they'll probably get it done. You can
Everybody happy in that way.
pay them off with light beer and tacos. Now, they're going to be there to keep you entertained. Keep in mind, while you try to rip the lip on one of those 36 bullheads we've stapled with Ranger Dan labels.
That's right.
Do keep in mind, each of those trophy bullheads are redeemable for a 5% discount on all Ranger Dan merchandise. Some restrictions, and by some I mean several, may apply. Be sure to register today. You got to register beforehand on the Ranger Dan website. And do not forget, and this is key, do not forget to sign the legally binding, airtight injury accidental death waiver.
And dismemberment. Don't forget that.
It's all the time we have today, little radio ringers. I'm going to go jump in my government issue truck and crank up a little iced tea. Going to get my jam on. The next time is Ranger Dan out. Say it with me.
Yes, sir.
Did you make a resolution to give up drugs? It's not going to be easy, but we'd love to help. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most, and addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. We want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Time now for your morning coffee break, brought to you by Kaladi's Bistro on the corner of 26th and Minnesota Avenue in Sioux Falls. And Mr. Dan Farris has our coffee break update.
I just think this is really interesting, and how they're going to pull this off, I really have no idea. But if you're familiar, it's a great big old farmhouse out on Highway 11. It's known as the Pillsbury House.
Yeah, we were talking about this.
Basically, and it is the Pillsbury family who would start the Pillsbury Flour Company actually in the Twin Cities off the Mississippi River. But yeah, that's the namesake of it. That house, which is pretty darn big, that is about to be moved about 30 miles to a hillside in Baltic.
That's pretty cool.
They're transporting this huge house.
Yeah.
Why?
30 miles.
Because somebody bought the land and they're doing something else with it.
Oh.
But part of the deal was that house could be moved.
Wow, that's going to be quite the undertaking.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't it?
Yeah, in fact, the people who are having it moved, so they ended up with a company in Sioux City because they literally
Nobody
have a
around
hard
here
time
wanted?
finding someone who does that kind of thing to take on a project this big.
Right.
So,
How cool is that, though? I think that's neat.
It's a multi-story, 6,000 square foot
Holy
home.
cow.
Yeah. It's going to move it up the road a bit, 30 miles.
Yeah, it would be interesting. I wonder if the track it's taking, you'll be able to follow it online or whatever. Because you're not going to want to, if you get behind that thing, you're probably going to be there for a while, depending on what's going on.
Oh, I'm sure it'll be, the roads will be like marked and closed off and whatnot.
Yeah, I don't have all the deets here, but I wonder if that can't be just a one-day thing, or can it?
Can
I
be.
don't know.
Oh, I think it could be.
How fast you can go with
but the
something
thing-
that big on a flatbed?
You go 60, 70 miles an hour. But they'll strap it down. The
A
loading.
dog with his head out the window of the living room.
No, I think they're going to probably take some time to get it loaded. It's not going to get loaded in one day and driven in one day and unloaded in one day. But I'll bet the actual delivery piece will happen in one day.
It's scheduled. Things get underway a week from today, actually. So next Thursday, weather permitting.
And that's the thing that's interesting to me, that they're doing this in the wintertime.
And you've got all the power lines. You've got traffic, railroad tracks.
Yeah, that sounds more like
That is not something I'd want to take
just the
on.
logistics of this thing are it's kind of
pretty
mind blowing.
massive.
that sounds more like a nice weather kind of thing.
So I would imagine this is going to be in the news, I guess, for the next couple weeks. Yeah,
broadcast from the second story when they're doing it.
because it's Pillsbury and just this kind of an ordeal. But that's going to be a lot of dough. Boy.
I knew where you were going with that.
Oh, every time I see that little doughboy tickled, I want to throw him in a blender and just.
That's not nice.
It's not.
You know what? When I met this gorgeous woman right over here, she had a Pillsbury Doughboy collection.
My
She had
whole
like a
kitchen
whole
was
kitchen.
Pillsbury
You're
Doughboy.
kidding me.
Does that explain a little more now when you look at me, how she ended up with me?
He's just so cute.
Poke me in the belly.
Oh, John, you're svelte.
I'm pretty sure that's all she saw in me. She looked at me and she's like, oh, my own doughboy.
I can make a real live boy.
Well, Dan, thank you for that update, sir.
Sure thing. Good luck with that move. Who's ever involved in that thing? That's crazy.
I'm going to see if we can get some video of that. That'd be pretty cool. It is the John and Heidi Show bonus hour, and this has been your morning coffee break brought to you by Kaladi's Bistro, 26th in Minnesota in Sioux Falls. Let's make 2021 a brighter year. Last year was awful for many people who put everything into a business, hoping to live their dreams, only to have it become a nightmare. You can help them by shopping locally. If you have the means, buy some gift cards from a local business and give them to a friend who could use some help. You'll be helping your friend and the small business, plus all the people who work there too. This is a positive thing you could do that could ripple through your community to make 2021 a brighter year. Take part and learn more at giftcardchallenge.org. Time now for a bright spot of news brought to you by Paul's Designer Showroom on Lake Lorraine in Sioux Falls. They can brighten any room with a beautiful light fixture. We're going to brighten your day right now with some positive news, and we've got a really fun fundraiser, and this is a fundraiser for Special Olympics of South Dakota, and this has been going on for several years now. It's called the SnoJam Comedy Festival. I've got Dan Bublitz Jr. joining me right now. Dan, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Now, everything starts tonight, but it's done a little differently than it has been in the past because this year this fundraiser is a virtual fundraiser. So tell me a little bit about how all of this works.
Yeah, it is a virtual comedy festival, and so how it's going to work is we're going to be hosting our events via Zoom, on a Zoom platform, so people can watch the shows right from their own houses. And we're doing, all the tickets this year are Goodwill donation-based, so you can go to our website, snowjamcomedyfest.com, hit the ticket link, and then there's links for donating to whatever show you want to donate to, and then once you donate, you'll get the code for the Zoom meeting.
That's really cool. Now, it starts tonight at 8 o'clock Central Time, and it says Creators Corner. So what is the Creators Corner tonight? What does that mean?
So what that is we've, in the years past, we've always kind of did a variety of shows where we would do regular stand-up and we would do theme shows. And since we're doing a virtual festival, we thought it would be fun to do this Creators Corner. And what that is comedians are going to be showing other content that they've created. Because a lot of times comedians will do comedy sketches, they'll do short films, animations and things like that. And so what that is, so it's almost like a mini film festival, but we'll be showing sketches and animated shorts and short films. And it's all content that's been created by stand-up comedians that have previously performed at SnoJam.
So it's not necessarily comedy, but it's not stand-up comedy, but it's, funny stuff created by stand-up comics.
Yep, for the most part. I mean, there may be, some of the short films might not be comedy. They might be more, drama-related, but yeah, it'll all be pretty entertaining. Most of it will be comedy related.
And again, that's tonight, and again, 8 p.m., and I'm going to give you a link to the website, but it's snowjamcomedyfest.com. I'll throw a link on our social media as well. And then let's look at tomorrow night, Friday, we've got 7 p.m., a virtual stand-up showcase, and that's the first thing that's happening at 7 p.m. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, so that's going to be just what it says, virtual stand-up showcase. It's featuring... the whole festival of this year is featuring comedians that have performed previously at SnoJam. So it's the best of SnoJam since this is our 5th annual festival. And that's going to feature some comics from previous years. They'll be performing stand-up, most likely from their living rooms to yours. It's got a handful of comics from all over the country. John Jordan, who's from Sioux Falls, he's going to be on the show. He was one of our headliners last year. And we've got, I think I'm hosting that one. And it's going to be a good time.
And that's coming up tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Then tomorrow night at 9:30, there's a program called Vocabularious with Luke Johnson. Tell me a little bit about that one.
Yeah, so what that is that's actually kind of more of like a game show. It's improv kind of based. And so what that'll do is what'll happen there is there's going to be, some comedians, and they'll have prompts, and they got to make up, different taglines and different things. Like, for example, the host might say a word and then tell them that they have to give a definition of that word. Nice. And so they'll make up a funny definition for the word or the prompt, and it's all, kind of improv based.
These fun little party games are always fun, but when you're doing this with comedians, it's even more fun because they are so witty, so quick. It is a ton of fun. Then coming up on Saturday night, another virtual stand-up showcase at 7 p.m., and then again at 9:30 on Saturday, there's another virtual stand-up showcase, and we can find all of these right on the website, snojamcomedyfest.com. Are both of the events that are happening on Saturday kind of the same as the virtual event that's going to be on Friday?
Yeah, the only difference is that all the stand-up shows, all three of them have different performers on them. Each show will have a different lineup of comedians. So if a person wanted to hit all three, they wouldn't have to worry about seeing the same comedian.
Nice. So if you go to each one of these events, you'll be able to see something different at all of them. It's not going to be a rerun of something you saw earlier. And the thing that's neat, I've been involved in SnoJam Comedy Festival from the beginning, and I've enjoyed it a ton because you do get to see comedians from all over the country. But one of the things that is not as fun is running from one place to another in the cold. Well, this year it's going to be great because you don't even have to go out in the cold. I don't even need to put on pants.
Yeah, that's exactly it. We always have kind of a joke about, doing the comedy festival in the middle of winter and, how funny it is to bring comics to the cold, South Dakota. And this year that's not going to be an element. Our tag is that, SnoJam celebrates comedy and snow. Well, this year we're taking snow out of that element.
And again, it's still a fundraiser for Special Olympics of South Dakota, so we hope people donate as much as they can when they click on these little donate buttons. Again, do you know how much you guys have raised over the last 5 years for Special Olympics?
Yeah, we've raised pretty close to $20,000. I don't have the exact number, but cumulatively it's pretty close to $20,000.
Well, I hope we do really well this year as well. Again, Dan, thank you for taking the time to chat, and we appreciate it a bunch, man.
Thanks for having me.
Again, Dan Bublitz Jr., he's one of the people that have put this together, SnoJam Comedy Festival. Again, it's not happening in person this year. It's a virtual fundraiser. All of the details at snojamcomedyfest.com.
Did you make a resolution to stop drinking? It's not going to be easy, but we'd love to help. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most, and addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. We want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Time now for entertainment news of the day with Mr. Dan Farris.
I got celebrities, also fabulous. Try as you might, you just can't seem to ignore the whole thing. Let's see what's going on here. Some entertainment celebrity-type headlines. Kim Kardashian leaves little to the imagination, flashing her gym-honed body with her new fashion, blah, blah, blah. Britney Spears hints that she and her current boy toy, Sam Somebody, may drop a record produced by Dr. Dre.
Sam Somebody.
Meanwhile, Madonna has gone back to her icon blonde ambition hairstyle.
Oh, wow.
But probably the big news is, as I'm sure you're well aware, apparently we have a new president. But before Donald Trump said adios, he did pardon a few people, like about 143 of them. But the bigs are this, and one of your favorites did not get pardoned.
Oh, so Tiger King didn't get...
Joe Exotic. But Joe Exotic's people, seriously, the other day had a limousine waiting outside the prison gates for him.
Because they thought
it was going to happen.
This,
Dead serious. You can't make this up.
A lot of sad people in America today.
Yeah,
I can tell you that.
One of my favorites, close personal friend of mine, we do have a storied friendship, Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne. Yeah, I know Big Wayne and medium-sized Wayne. I do not know
Lil Wayne has been pardoned, a bunch of gun stuff, drug stuff, who knows, whatever. Lil Wayne.
He's framed, I'm sure.
I don't think, we don't play Lil Wayne here.
We don't.
We do not.
But if we did, you'd be hearing Lollipop featuring Static Major probably every hour on the hour. Along with another of my Lil Wayne favorites, I Can't Feel My Face.
Can't feel my face.
Little number called Bling Bling. And my personal favorite, if I ever get married again, this will be playing during the ceremony, Stuntin' Like My Daddy.
Heidi has that as a ringtone.
Yeah. Say what you like about him, but my G, Lil Wayne, can bust a ride.
There we go.
Indeed.
There you go.
You know, if somebody would have given me 1,000 opportunities to guess what we were going to talk about today, none of this would have been on that list.
There you go.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris. Dan, thanks for coming in, sir.
Hey, thanks for having me. Appreciate it very much.
Our little update here brought to you by SiouxEmpireJobs.com.
Do you have a credit card? Is it a pretty good one? Here's how you can tell. Take the details of your current card, the interest rates, points, and perks, and compare them for free to the available offers at bettercreditcards.com. If we can offer you a better credit card, it could save you money every month. This will literally cost you nothing, and it could help you get a better credit card. Even if you don't have a credit card right now, you can still check it out at bettercreditcards.com. Do it today. bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Thursday, January 21st, 2021. The S&P 500 moved up nearly 1.5% to set a new all-time high, confirming the latest uptrend is still intact. The move was led by a 2% gain in the tech-heavy NASDAQ composite. That owes its strength to the FANG names. Netflix, the number one among them. The warning for investors is that technical signals reveal a weak and overextended market ripe for a correction. Shares of Netflix helped lift the entire market after the company reported its calendar Q4 earnings for 2020. The company reported over 8 million new subscribers in the quarter, bringing the total to over 200 million for the first time on record. The news is not only good for Netflix, but proves the thesis that tech will be a winner in 2021. You can get the inside track with Wall Street's brightest minds delivered directly to your inbox every day at marketbeatminute.com.